We all have the natural ability to heal. Even Wayne Dyer called it our nature. But why then do we bond with our wounds? Why? Why is it that we, so many of us in this world, find it that we bond with our wounds rather than bond with that nature, that little part of us that is not just a child of Source, God, Spirit, Cosmic Consciousness, but is a little piece of God, Source, Spirit, Cosmic Consciousness. We all have this nature inside of us that heals us, that is the healing force that heals us naturally. And yet, because we as humans have free will, we can never stop the healing. That will persist, but we can slow it down. We can even not so much stop it, but start the hurting process all over again. Imagine with me, you have a cut on your hand, and you see that it's healing. You've got a scab, but instead of letting that scab do its thing, fall off naturally, you keep ripping it off and opening the wound again and again and again. That is what we do when we bond with our emotional wounds. We are opening those emotional wounds again and again and again, rather than letting the natural healing take place. And we have, all of us, the ability to, with our free will, rather than connect to that programming that is encouraging us to bond with our wounds, have the free will to consciously connect with our nature, that little part of us that is God, Source, Spirit, Cosmic Consciousness. Connect spiritually, consciously, rather than let the unconscious connection on autopilot run through all of the reactivity while we let our ego do the job that our spirit should be doing. Hello everyone. I'm Ann Blackwood, your Silicon Valley Sage Sister, here to bring consciousness to the forefront of your daily life to make life a little kinder and simpler. And I want to start by thanking you for joining me for another video. We have the power, and we don't even realize what those little things that add up to the big power are. And today I want to talk about one of them, which is the power of I am. The power that we have to connect to our spirit, our soul, in a way that affects our lives when it comes to bonding with it rather than our wounds. Every day we say, I am this, I am that. I am broke, I am rich. I am happy, I am sad. I am poor, I am wealthy. I am healthy, I am sick. What we choose to attach to those words, I am, dictates our whole life. We can bond to the suffering by saying, oh, I am broke as shit, or I am sick, or I am getting sick. Or we can bond to our divinity by saying, I am healthy, I am happy, I am abundant, I am wealthy in all ways, in all things. I talk about being wealthy, but not just financially. I am wealthy because I not only have money, sure, but so much abundance in my life of love, of happiness, in so many ways, that I can walk around proudly saying, I am wealthy, even though I don't have the most money I've ever had in my life right now. because I am wealthy regardless, and I am making money. So there is no lie there. That's the trick, though, is we have to start saying these things if we want to believe them in a way in which we can believe them. So if you say, I am wealthy, and the only thing you attach that to is money, and you don't have a lot of it, you don't feel like you have enough of it, then you're going to feel like you're lying. This is the power of choosing again, and this is the power of consciously connecting. Because when we actually start to think about all that we have, we can say with confidence, I am wealthy, and mean it, even though maybe you don't have all the money in the world right now, but you have so many other things. You can say, I am loved, because you love yourself, even though you don't have a lot of people around you who love you at the moment. There are plenty of ways, including, let's say you don't have a lot of self-love for yourself right now, but you have someone else that loves you. Although we do need to be careful about where we get our validation when it comes to any validation from outside of ourselves. But if you are trying to build your self-love and you have, let's say, someone else, a partner, a family member who loves you, you can say, I am loved. And start building that self-love by reminding yourself that you are worthy of love. And you can do this vice versa. Like I said, if you don't have someone in your life that you have such a great connection to, but you see all the reasons, you are worthy of love. I am loved because I love myself, and that's all that matters. I am constantly listening to Wayne Dyer talk, and I cannot get enough of it, even the ones that I have listened to 100 times, because they are great reminders of just how connected to our divinity we are. And I love it because he built his career on talking about the quotes that inspired him. And I love to do the same, because we are all constantly connecting to Source through our own as well as through others' conscious connections to Source, God, Spirit, cosmic consciousness. And I was just listening to Wayne Dyer tell a story about how there were these men in a village who got captured and put in a prison. And there were several philanthropists who gave to the prison because they saw that the men didn't have good water. So they gave good water. They didn't have good food, so they gave good food. They didn't have good bedding. They were sleeping on the ground, so they gave bedding. But then this last philanthropist came in, and rather than being connected to his ordinary level of consciousness, he was connected to his spiritual level of consciousness. And so one night, he took the keys and he freed all of the people in the prison. Wayne Dyer, after telling the story, says, we are living at ordinary human awareness, and there's nothing wrong with that. With those who are out there to help us, some of them are helping us suffer in comfort. And many of us have learned that that's okay, and have accepted that and say, as long as I'm comfortable, even if I'm suffering, that's okay. But there are those who have the keys. Those who have the keys to open the prison. That is my mission. To not just help people be comfortable in their prisons, but to unlock them. And we all have the power to walk out of prison. I don't do that for anyone. I've been talking about recently how healers don't heal. They support self-healing. We all have to choose to walk out of that prison ourselves, to stop bonding with our wounds. someone else can help us when it comes to having the keys to open the door to the prison. Healers, myself included, can help people with tools of support to heal faster. But we all have to choose to get up and walk out of the prison ourselves. And that is what I want to empower you to do today. We all have the power to start putting the words "I am" in our lives in front of things that we want to embody, rather than putting them in front of things that we wish were not so. I want to end this with a quote from Wayne Dyer. Putting the words "I am" in front of something into your mind and imagination is a very powerful way to attract something into your life. Recognizing your own divinity, "I am God," is not blasphemy. It is your identity. We all have the opportunity to recognize what is real about ourselves. And that is what my next video is going to be about, the difference between what is real and what isn't. And I can't wait for you all to join me. Thank you all for joining me for this video. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. That includes working with me one-on-one. If you're ready to heal, grow, and expand your consciousness, step out of ordinary levels of consciousness and step into the spiritual levels of consciousness, I want to help you do that. So there are links available, including my email address and the link to get more information on the session packages I have available, as I do have 3 spots currently open, so you can reserve one of those 3 spots by clicking on the link for the sign up for my one-on-one session packages, which will give you information on all of those packages. That includes, which I need to write it in there, a free session to personalize and customize your session package. When you use the sign up link to reserve your spot, that gives you everything that the package description has, as well as a free session, so that we can customize how often we work together, as well as what we are going to work on in the beginning. I also have the link to Patreon, where I have all of the self-study, guided meditations, journal exercises, intuitive lifestyle course, Spirituality 101 and 2.0, where we are currently studying the A Course in Miracles student workbook, which I am so blessed to be able to share with everyone. The A Course in Miracles was something that Wayne Dyer studied and talked about all the time, and I am blessed to be able to teach it to everyone. There's also links to dōTERRA, which is your one-stop shop for all of your natural living needs. If you like to not have synthetic chemicals and processed crap in your life, in your home, dōTERRA is the best, purest natural products, all made from the base of the best, purest essential oils on the market. dōTERRA sources all of their oils with care so that the processing of them themselves are not adulterated. And that is what makes them the best, because they work directly with people who source the oils just for them, so that you can have the best, purest oils that are even rated for ingestion, which no other oils are. I also have other links in the description, like my email list, if you'd like to get in on any of the free guided meditations or workshops that I do, because I do some free workshops to film for Patreon. You have to be signed up for my mailing list, and it's always good to be connected somewhere else other than the social medias. Other social medias as well. Thank you guys for joining me. May the energies you serve you well, and let's keep making our way through.